Jeffrey Epstein was a man of mystery. He amassed a fortune, but its origins remained murky. He rubbed shoulders with celebrities, politicians, and even royalty. But behind the facade of wealth and glamour lurked a dark secret. Epstein was a sexual predator. Epstein's world was one of extravagance. He owned multiple mansions, a private island, and even a Boeing 727 nicknamed the Lolita Express. He used his wealth to cultivate an image of power and influence, attracting a circle of high-profile individuals. However, beneath the surface of opulence lay a sinister truth. Epstein was using his wealth and connections to exploit vulnerable young women. He lured them into his orbit with promises of money and opportunities, only to trap them in a web of abuse. The true extent of Epstein's crimes remained hidden for years. He operated with impunity, protected by his wealth and connections. But in 2019, the walls finally began to close in. Among the many powerful figures in Epstein's orbit, one name stands out: Donald Trump. The two men moved in the same social circles, frequenting exclusive parties and events. Trump, with his own reputation for extravagance and questionable behavior, seemed drawn to Epstein's world. Trump, in his pre-presidential days, spoke highly of Epstein. He described him as a terrific guy and praised his taste in women. "He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side," Trump famously remarked to a journalist in 2002. The nature and extent of their relationship remained shrouded in speculation. Did Trump know about Epstein's crimes? Was he ever present during any of the alleged abuse? These questions continue to dog Trump even as he denies any wrongdoing. The Epstein connection cast a long shadow over Trump's presidency. It fueled accusations of hypocrisy, particularly from those who pointed to Trump's own history of alleged sexual misconduct. In 2005, the first cracks appeared in Epstein's carefully constructed facade. A police report filed in Palm Beach, Florida, accused him of soliciting sex from a minor. This sparked an investigation that would ultimately expose the depravity of Epstein's crimes. Epstein faced a slew of charges, including sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit sex trafficking. The evidence against him was overwhelming, with numerous victims coming forward to share their harrowing stories. However, Epstein managed to strike a deal with prosecutors. The 2008 plea deal, shrouded in controversy, allowed Epstein to plead guilty to lesser state charges. He served a mere 13 months in jail, much of it on work release. The deal was widely criticized as a travesty of justice, allowing a powerful predator to escape accountability. Public outrage over the leniency of Epstein's sentence fueled calls for a deeper investigation. In 2019, those calls were answered. Section 4. A web of influence and intrigue. Epstein's arrest in 2019 on federal charges of sex trafficking sent shockwaves through the corridors of power. The indictment alleged that he had trafficked dozens of underage girls, some as young as 14, for sex. The investigation unearthed a complex web of enablers and co-conspirators. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime associate and former girlfriend, emerged as a key figure in the operation. She was accused of recruiting and grooming young girls for Epstein. The Epstein case raised troubling questions about the reach of his influence. Did his wealth and connections protect him from scrutiny for years? Were powerful individuals aware of his crimes but turned a blind eye? The case also brought renewed attention to the issue of sex trafficking, a crime that often operates in the shadows. Epstein's victims were often vulnerable young women, lured by promises of a better life only to be exploited and abused. Section 5. The Epstein Case, Unanswered Questions and Lasting Impact. In a shocking turn of events, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in August 2019. His death, ruled a suicide by hanging, sparked widespread skepticism and conspiracy theories. Many questioned how a high-profile inmate like Epstein could have taken his own life while under surveillance. Epstein's death, while tragic, did not bring an end to the saga. The investigation continued, focusing on Ghislaine Maxwell and others who may have aided Epstein's crimes. In 2021, Maxwell was found guilty on multiple counts related to sex trafficking and sentenced to 20 years in prison. The Epstein case left an indelible mark on the public consciousness. It exposed the dark underbelly of wealth and privilege, revealing how easily power can be used to exploit and abuse. The case also sparked a long-overdue conversation about sex trafficking and the need to protect vulnerable individuals from exploitation. While Epstein may be gone, the questions surrounding his life and crimes linger. The full extent of his crimes and the reach of his influence may never be fully known. However, the Epstein case serves as a stark reminder that justice delayed is often justice denied.